So Warm Your Heart was born out of me as a service technician going out and running into multiple situations where people were up against the wall. Heat, they didn't have any heat. They would, and I was broke as a joke too in the early days, and so I understood. And it was years into the business before we had resources. So I would do things like take post-dated checks. I actually started hoarding parts from furnaces that we would take out. And I became a parts hoarder to be able to fix people's stuff when they didn't have any money.
Oh, wow.
And so the whole term warehouse on wheels that started with me and my service van, I could never hardly find any, like which part. It would take me like an hour. It would take me longer to find the part because I just kept them stocked up. But eventually, as Service Legends was blessed, I would just start giving stuff away. And then my leadership team actually stimulated this. They said, Brian, we don't know how to build a budget for you. And so I'm like, okay, well, how about 10%? I read that somewhere of our business is going to find a path back into helping people with their no heat situations. And then I became also aware that there was several different community action type things that people could apply for to where certain funds were set aside to help them. But it would be like Polk County can only do like 30 furnaces a year.
Yeah.
And the income requirement, they had to be like less than 30 or 35,000. And so there a lot of families were just falling through the gap. 35,000 does not take care of 3 kids with a single mom.
Right.
And so it was born out of that. And I got really sharp with a manufacturer, and I said, if you want me to buy stuff from you, you need to help me with this program. and so they came to bat with us. That changed over time. But yeah, either way, that's where it came from. Is just I can't handle it personally. I can't handle going into a house back when I was in the van and they don't have heat and they don't have money, and it becomes pretty evident pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So that's where it came from.
That's awesome.
What do you feel like the impact has been on Service Legends since you started doing this program?
It's transformed so many times over the years. From me reading through all the nominations to building a team and assembling a team that helped pick and select and delegating that, because again, I still had a problem. I just wanted to give them all away. And so I had to create processes and systems, and so they get intimately involved in it. And I would say one of the funnest changes has been in the last couple of years. We come across scenarios and nominations, and we can grant a certain amount, but we've been calling all of the nominators that we can get a hold of and fixing as many of them as we can too. And so sometimes even before, like I walked into the office the other day, this was yesterday morning, and I was on my way into a meeting, and someone said, there's somebody here to see you. And I'm like, well, where are they? I didn't see them coming in, and I was coming into a meeting. My service operations manager went and sat with the guy, and the guy had heard about the Warm Your Heart program on 107.1. And he's like, my daughter, and he's in tears. It's like, my daughter doesn't have heat. I don't have any money to help her. I heard about this. We're not even asking for a furnace. Can you just help get her heat? And before this even came to my attention, my operations manager had a technician dispatch figure out what was going on. So it's permeating the culture.
Wow.
They're making the decisions himself on just getting stuff handled. So yes, that's how it's impacted. Like they don't need my green light.
They're taking action immediately.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, that's incredible how just doing this one process is not just transforming how you do business, but like the kind of people who are at your company.
Yeah, it's starting to leak into other businesses. Like other businesses are like, how do you do this? And we want to do stuff like this. And I'm like, all right, let's do it. And so
that's so awesome. Yeah. So just seeing the ripple effect from just you starting this and you seeing a need, and now the ripple effect that's gone out from that.
And the fascinating thing with it is what God's done in the journey, because there are times I flat out haven't had the resources, and we still do it. And God just finds a way to make it work and blesses it. And he sees around corners that I can't. And it's stunning watching him move in these scenarios. And then I've really took a little bit bigger risk for me because I'm such a softie at heart. I've been going out and visiting some of these recipients and praying with them. And, they say when you go on a mission trip, you receive far more than you give.
Yes.
And I don't know, that's the beauty of stuff like this. It just changes you from the inside out. So.